Hello, chat. Now, first things first, I don't have chat on screen right now, because I found out that apparently if you have chat on screen for the first couple minutes of a stream, you can get demonetized, so that's pretty cool. So we're gonna wait on that, because I know sometimes you guys get a little crazy. Sometimes you guys get a little silly in there, so we're gonna have to wait for that for a couple minutes. Second of all, I want all of you to have the lowest expectations possible for what we're going into, okay? So, if you go in with the lowest expectations possible, then what can possibly go wrong? Just ban all curse words? I'd have to ban myself, dude. If you go in expecting Rem figures or Witch's Resurrection gameplay, then you know. Oh Jesus, relax. Then nothing can possibly go wrong. It can only go up from there. Loved you in Shonen and Chill. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We're gonna try and keep this stream, at least for now, as anime-only friendly as possible. After the event, we will be partaking in a little bit of tomfoolery and reading Arc 7, Chapter 108 on stream. Yeah, I'm still gonna do MHA streams. I just didn't do it last week because Shonen and Chill was 2 hours long, so I'm expecting a wah from Beatrice's VA on stage. Honestly, Pyral, if that happens, it might just be worth, like, the event might have been worth it. So, hang on, I gotta super react to somebody in the Discord real quick. There we go. Alright, sweet. Is Orbis a female? No. What was I about to say? I don't remember. Oh, how's it going? It's going alright. Got the video ready for tomorrow, which you can watch early if you're a diamond or gold member. Isn't that crazy, chat? Holy. And now we're just waiting. Let me put chat back up, because I should be fine now. There we go. Now we're waiting, like 12 minutes. Is the stream going to be deleted afterwards? No, I don't delete my streams. Unless I have to. For the actual Season 3 announcement stream, I did have to cut out the entire JJK section, because the JJK trailer got me a copyright notification, so... What video? Tomorrow's video will be about how modern isekai came to be. Smile. You love seeing the video early with a membership to Asa? True! Not a paid advertisement, by the way. Toho does not play around. Yeah, so I decided to just not bother with that one, so I just cut it out of the stream. It's the only time I've had to do it. New Rem figures are going to be fire. Also be fully prepared for them to put a spoiler at any moment. Apparently last announcement stream, like seconds after I ended stream and closed it, they put up a spoiler that I would have been spoiled on, so that was a good dodge. New MHA video in? I just gave you one, you should be happy, right? But don't worry, the retrospective is a work in progress still. You still would be spoiled by that spoiler? It's crazy. God damn it. Well, luckily that's not the volume anymore, so hopefully now the new thing I can get spoiled on isn't that bad. But yes, try to keep chat anime only friendly. Obviously, since we'll be switching to Arc 7 stuff after the event, we can talk more about it after that. Have you read Sword Identity yet? Nope, I have not read Sword Identity. Surprised Asa hasn't been spoiled yet? I have been spoiled on things. Maybe not everything. Liana figured to Jover. Volume 34 cover is still a big spoiler, but not as weighty as 33. I think it's quite funny that I am 3 chapters away from finishing Arc 7, and I still can't look at the volume cover of the volume that I'm reading. That's fucking insane. You're gonna laugh so hard when you see it. I'll trust you. Otsuka moment. I thought Otsuka didn't do the covers. I thought somebody else did the covers, and then I thought somebody else gave him the design for the cover. And then he just drew it. So 108 on stream after the event, Asa? Yes. Hello, Nez. Is there a link to the stream? No, but I can post it real quick. Here. When does it start? Like 9 minutes. Assuming they're on time. When are the news dropping? I don't know. They're probably gonna fuck around on stage for a little bit first, and then actually do something. Well, the person who does the covers needs to stop using the very end of the volume as the cover art. Yeah. Arc 8, key visual. That'd be fire, man. Yeah, I might, I'll pause, when the event starts, I'll pause it for like 30 seconds. 30 seconds to a minute, and then I'll let it play. I'm pretty sure, Alpino, that this stream that I have right now is only for ReZero. I mean, I could be wrong, but the thing that I'm looking at right now, here, let me show you guys. It literally says ReZero right here, so I'm assuming that this is just ReZero. ReZero is just the first? Oh, okay. Yeah, we will not be watching the rest, okay? Liliana figure. Yeah, probably. There will be a trailer. There's no shot. There will be a trailer. How did you make that Zorbus thing? I didn't. Somebody else made. This is a different cat entirely. Don't tell anybody that. But this is not even Zorbus. And then I forget what the text originally said. It said his name is something else, and then I think Vortex in my Discord edited it to say Zorbus. What is this? Can someone explain this? This is an event for ReZero where they could announce anything. I'm sorry, chat. I do not have a model of Zorbus on hand. I don't know. I don't know Blender well enough to make a model of Zorbus. Tape's retweeting stuff? Oh boy. I don't know, chat. I don't know what that entails. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Zorbus original video game win? I don't got the time for that. Somebody else can make a Zorbus game. I would actually not be surprised if there's going to be a trailer already, considering the production isn't as impacted by COVID as it was during Season 2. Yeah, but it's not, like, super far along, is it? I mean... So the timeline that I understand, and of course, this isn't all official information, or anything like that, is that, according to ICE, they were kind of in a pre-production limbo for quite some time. And I believe it's Diab said something about them being up towards episode 6 or 7 or something like that. I don't remember. So, and obviously that doesn't entail that the episodes prior to 6 are done. Zorbus Festival, true. There are rumors it could be in winter 2024? I don't think so. I think... What does it start? It starts in like 4 minutes. Yeah, here's the stream. Wasn't there a leak back in early 2022 that Season 3 was starting early production? Yeah, and then from what we know that they were stuck in production for early production for a while. There is the very old information that we have gotten from ICE that their initial goal, this goal is from quite some time ago. It doesn't represent anything anymore. Their initial goal was October of this year to get Season 3 out. Now, if that was their initial goal, it makes me think that maybe, spring 24 is when we can get Season 3. For other ReZero news, I know some people were quite doom posting about White Fox taking on a second anime, and I thought you guys should know that taking on a second anime is actually not that odd. It's actually pretty normal. Love your analysis videos, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. Most anime studios take on a second anime. It just means that they have different teams. Of course, it can impact production. It's not impossible. An example that I'm familiar with is when they were doing My Hero Academia Season 3, and then they switched to doing a movie as well. They didn't have the logistics of that figured out yet, so that impacted the second half of the third season. But then they were like, damn, this was a bad idea, so let's make a separate team for the movies themselves, and then have the primary team still working on the anime, and they ironed that out. Now, the anime still sucks. Just for different reasons, though. But yeah, taking on a second anime is not the end of the world. As long as it's not Mappa levels of, oh my god, the Japanese work ethic sucks, I think taking on a second anime is fine. Yes, I completely agree. Obviously, Mappa is the exception, right? Like, that's some crazy shit that they're doing. But, White Fox doing us... If anything, White Fox taking on a second anime could indicate that they're confident enough in their production that they can work on a second anime. I guess we'll find out, though, lol. But yeah, where are they streaming the events on YouTube? It'll be on my stream here in a minute as well. I'm pausing now. I'm getting the minute delay because the stream just went, like, live. And then we will switch to the stream view. Who do you think the second studio is? Yeah, I don't think there is a second studio. I think there's one studio. Okay, chat. We're almost ready to go. Let's just do it now. Fuck it. Boom. Am I gonna get copyright strike for that? We're just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait. We're gonna wait until people are on screen actually moving around and talking. Weren't we talking about how the fight scenes might be kind of bad with only one studio? If you guys were talking about that, I was not involved in that conversation. It's not like a studio has a permanent debuff towards certain scenes, right? It's not like White Fox. I mean, I've seen White Fox's action scenes, like in Steins Gate Zero. Pretty not good. But it's not because of White Fox themselves. It's because probably the staff that they had might not have been well equipped for action stuff. But obviously, if you're working on Arc 5, you kind of need a staff that's more acquainted with... Hello. Action stuff. That's true. What he said was true as hell, man. This better be good chat. He said Bubba is so real. Oh my god, guys, it's Bakugo. Holy shit. There he is, dude. There's Otto. There aren't subtitles. What do we do? You just gotta imagine. Based on their vibes, okay? They all dripped out. That's how you know it's season 3 time, dude. They're dripped out. MHA movie 4 announcement. That's what, yeah, that's what Bakugo's voice actor said during that segment. The VA lineup for the stream gives me hope. Yeah, it's pretty intense. Wait for the 35 episode count reveal. Shut the fuck up, Vortex. Battle Ballad movie incoming. Oh my god, my ass would be seated. What are they announcing here? We don't know yet. About to find out. If anything. Just join. What did I miss? Absolutely nothing. You see, I can hear that copyrighted music in the background, so I need them to keep talking, and I also need my music to keep playing over top of it so I don't get copyright striked. Want me to be out this year? Definitely not this year, no. Unless they're insane. The event is 1 hour long? Holy. I was hoping they could wrap it up in 30 minutes, okay? Thank you, Sync. I appreciate it. Dude, he's spitting. Subaru's like spitting facts right now. Amusement park. That's what it is, baby. The official ReZero amusement park. It's like that one roller coaster ride that like is specifically designed to kill you. I wonder who's going to voice Al since his actor died. I'm pretty sure he's already been replaced. Oh, I heard television anime, and she put up 3 fingers. This is huge. God damn it. What is this the PV again? This is, yeah, okay. This is the same one, which is cool, I guess. I would like to watch it again. I've only actually seen it twice, believe it or not. Watching chat start freaking out, even though it's got I've got like the stream delay, so I saw you guys losing your minds, and I was just like, we've already seen this, bro. What do you mean? This is still a very good PV though. Second live reaction, yeah. You guys want me to act like I haven't seen this one before? Holy shit, guys! Bird in the sky, huge. Bird might blow up. Bird might blow up. How did I know? How did I know? Guys, I bet we're gonna see Alan, Priscilla, and Schultz. Wouldn't that be crazy? Wouldn't that be Oh! What the fuck? No way. So has the script. Dude, this PV is so fucking good, man. Jesus. Oh god, this makes me want to read Arc 5. Yeah, Cop, you better get started, man. Yeah, Vance Disciple, there probably never was going to be a new trailer. At least, I personally did not expect one. Pristella, I know that one. Oh shit! Yo, that's cool. Damn. That was neat. There you go, chat. Turn off the stream now, we're done. That's probably it, bros. Did she... Did she... That's funny. Chad, I can't read this. Natsuki Super, I heard that. He's number 1. Are there subtitles? Just like, no, it's a live event. How would there be subtitles, man? Probably just a synopsis. Yeah, definitely.
気になるとこしかないですね。確かに。なんか読みながら鳥肌立ってきちゃった自分で。立ち向かうのね。やっぱ過酷なんだ。過酷って言ってる。できるだけその充実した時間を長く過ごしたい。そうそう。前半のね。ワンクールぐらいそういうのです。
I think I'm starting to understand. This dude's learning Japanese midstream, bro. That's crazy. ってことは、まああの陣営は間違いなく出てくるでしょう。まあそれがまあなんだろう、来たるべきなのか、意図せぬ。嫌な人が来るんですかね。嫌だ会いたくない人結構いるんじゃない？この世界に。結構いると思いますよ。 I mean, that was a cool piece of art they had though. I like that. That was nice. That made me happy, made me smile.
続報をお待ちください。
I heard third season again, dude. That's huge.
続いては新作ゲーム
God damn it. God damn it, chat.
簡単にゲーム
No.
の内容をおさらいしましょう。
No, dude.
ゼロから始める異世界生活ウィッチーズ・リザレクションは原作刊行10周年を記念して制作決定した新
God
作公式ゲー
damn
ム。
it, chat.
原作者長月達平先生
Fucking Witch's Resurrection,
ウィ
man.
ッチーズ・リザレクション魔女の復活をテーマとした本作だけの新たな物語が描かれます。リゼロに登場するキャラクターとともに広大なフィールドで本格
What is this? It's a fucking mobile game, isn't it?
アニメジャパンの時に発表させていただきましたが、今日はゲームの開発チームからいくつかお知らせが届いております。はい、まずは夏の学園祭開催を記念した書き下ろしイラストが届きましたのでご覧いただきましょう。こちらです。
Very bleached core. Oh my god. This is gonna be fire. Sweet, man. That was awesome. That was fucking badass, dude. What the fuck was that?
清涼感があっていいですね。はい、美声入れたりも可愛い。ね。はい、さあそんな幻想的なこちらのイラスト、今月からですねゲーム本編をイメージした
Would it be okay if I started eating super really loudly in the background? Yeah.
とのことで、はい、来月以降も徐々にイラストが公開されていきます。
That was actually just 3 PNGs, dude. Holy shit. Greatest trailer of all time.
映像も届いているとのこと。
それそれ
I don't know about you, chat, but I really feel like spending all my money on that shit now.
できるエモーションとのことですが、早速映像を見ていきましょう。こちら。
What the fuck?
動き。
ミリアがお辞儀した。バイバイ。バイバイ。
Chat, is this real?
笑い方もそうなの。手をね口元に当てた。
怒ってる。
可愛いな。無理だ。
あれ。
動きがでもすごい繊細だ。
Guys, this intellectual property is in the fucking mud. Holy shit. This IP is done, man. This shit is cooked.
本当だ。ああ、本当だ。これ大画面でやるのいいですね。
いいですね。存在しとるよ。
わあ。あね。
かわいい。最高の女だぜ。
ああ、そんな
笑ってくれんだ。
来ました。
聞こえた。歯が聞こえた。
めちゃくちゃなんかキャラクター大事にして作
Why
って
didn't
るのが。
Why didn't Ram start flossing?
ね。
The fuck was that?
動いてるって感じでしたね。
Chat?
出てきたみたい。ね。
Where the floss at, bro?
ってことでしょ。
そうなんです。ご存知。
Are they about to announce a new mobile game?
いっちゃいます次。
行きましょう。なんとですね、今ご紹介させてもらったエミリアたちが先ほどのイラストで描かれていた森を実際に散策している動画もあっているので、こちらご覧いただきましょう。こちら。
Oh my god, it's more. It's fucking more.
これは自分たちで動かせるんです。キャラクターも変えられるんで。
Bro, they're playing Valheim.
確かに感じますね。なんかすごい広大。雰囲気出てるけど。
すごいなんかめっちゃしっかりお尻が揺れてる。
いやそう。
I'm so glad we all sat down for the festival to show us walk cycles. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Oh my god! She fucking waved. Let's go. Let's go, chat.
いやすごい。
No hate, but this literally looks like a PS2 game. You need to go back and play a PS2 game, man. Will you stream a playthrough of this game? You know what, man? Sure. Let's do it. Let's play. Yo, she waved at me. Hey, shut the fuck up, Long. That was at me, okay?
ガッキスボールはどこ？
Any news? We got a key visual thing, and then they summarized Orc 5, and then they called it a day.
でもなんかこういうゲームね、スバルプレイヤブルにならない。
Dude, it's so crazy to me how in all of this promotional material for ReZero so consistently, and I'm sure like you guys who have been around longer than me are like more used to this, right? none of it ever includes the primary character, like the protagonist of the series. None of it ever. We didn't see a Subaru model. We didn't get the Subaru walk cycle, bro. Subaru's in the background just fucking standing there. Like, it's insane to me. If you aren't satisfied yet, then you should lower your expectations, guys. They give us 3 PNGs. Oh my god, guys, it's the 3 PNGs again. Can you imagine if they just stopped now? They're like, yeah, actually 15 minutes is all we needed. Oh my god, stop. Stop saying that, please. Stop saying that, please. It ain't easy, boys. It ain't easy. This is my series, chat. They really went in for the double showing, too. What are they saying? They said a word that I don't want to say on stream. How will this be an hour? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, it's because they got shirts. Duh. Dumbass. God, this series really prints money, man. Holy shit. Cleared by last year's bucket hat. The event was like, Season 3, here's a picture. Are you guys ready for a mobile game where you get to watch people's walk cycles? And also, here's a shirt. And also, here's a bag. Oh my god. Oh yeah, here's some stickers. Go fuck yourself. I'm surprised there's no Rem merch. Give it a minute, alright? They'll get to it. Make no mistake, by the way, this is hilarious. I'm not actually mad, this is really funny. It's maybe there's more, chat. Maybe if we stick to the whole thing, maybe we'll get a crumb. The discrepancy of our series and its marketing is so wild, dude. I know. It's insane to me. This might be the most informative MF Bunko event we have gotten. You know what, man? Fair enough. Give me Al Mug sticker. This, but unironically. Is this seriously several minutes of people zooming in on PNGs? How do we tell them, guys? 5 of the big voice actors for this. It's so funny, man. Is that a mouse pad? It looks like it's kind of got like mouse pad. Is it thick like a mouse pad? It's just a rubber mat. She's holding the PNGs, and it's not a PNG anymore. Nobody goes on his lunch break. This is why people think the series is only waifu bait. It definitely looks like it from the marketing. Yeah. Dude, do you guys think they're gonna announce NFTs? Holy shit, that goes so hard, bro. You can get the Amelia birthday NFT for $3,000 US. Pajama party chat. Did you hear that? Sorry, I just looked at my Discord chat and someone said my heart is pounding. The mug is so fire. Holy fucking shit. How many times can you possibly repackage the same PNG? Oh my god. We've been looking at the same picture in different formats for fucking like 10 minutes. God damn it. Microfiber hand towel, boys. You hear that? This is a better gag than the Amelia's dumb gag. True.
I feel like I'm going insane.
Yeah. Whoever made this PNG better be getting their fucking money's worth. You and I both know they're not. It's for Amelia's birthday event? That's cool. /J. It moves, holy. Did they release the Amelia toilet paper yet? No, not yet. We're waiting. Don't worry. Is that a card holder? I couldn't tell you. Puck eye mask. Now this is what the event's for. This is what I'm talking about, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, where the fuck are the Rem figures at, bro? Where's the Rem figure? At least drop a Rem figure. Come on, man. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. The Puck eye mask kind of fire, but they skinned him for this. Yeah, dude. Are you guys ready for the only Season 3 news we get to be the key visual, the synopsis of Arc 5, and then the very, very end where they're like, guess what, guys? New figure, and it's Liliana. I think Vortex might kill himself, to be completely honest with you. Huh? What does that mean, chat?
ちょっと懐かしいじゃないですか。
こちらどういうコーナーか、アミューズメントパークといえばメダルゲーム。
なるほど。
そこで今回は僕たちに10枚の MF メダルが用意されているので、こちらを使ってゲームにチャレンジし、ベットしていきメダルを増やし、最終的に獲得。
Let me remind you, there are still 35 minutes. Yeah, I'm aware. Don't worry. Sounds like gacha. How many gachas can they have at once? Like legally? Yeah, I know what straight bet is. I don't know what's going on.
初期10枚のメダルが全てなくなった場合、ちょっとしたペナルティーを受けることで、メダルを追加でゲットできる。ということで、
Asking you to hire a Japanese mod. You use the word hire, and it makes me wonder how much money do you think I make? An NFT of straight bet. Holy.
すまるごめんっていう感じなんだけど。
いやいや、今日は俺だけには貸させないからね、みんな。みんなに、なくなるたんびにペナルティーを受ければ、メダルがもらえるんで、最悪すべてのゲームにおいてフルベット。
なるほどね。男らしい。
True. What he said is true.
そんな度胸を見せるコーナーとなっております。そして気になるご褒美ですが、今回はこんなものがご用意されています。失礼出せますか？
You can't be fucking serious, dude. What is happening? They're playing a game. Okay.
10年ぐらい持つ。ギフト券行きましょう。そこはなかなか結構本気にならざるを得ないようなものもあるので、
豪華だね。
そう、じゃあみんなで頑張って力を合わせてチャレンジしていきたいと思います。では早速ゲームの方に参りましょう。最初のチャレンジはこちら。
How are you supposed to make content out of this?
一発で倒
Hey!
したチャレンジ。
Hey, it's Roswell. Let's go, dude.
さあこちらは有名な剣を樽に刺して飛ばすゲームをゼロフリーにアレンジしたものです。
あれね。
だいぶね、聞いたことはありますよ。はい。日清のやつ。さあ、一発で飛ばせるかとは言いましたが、今から樽に剣を一人一本ずつ刺して、合計
Yeah, I gotta compliment them. I know this took restraint to not show off a Rem figure already. I'm very proud of them.
はい。そしてこちらはオッズ。
Wait, for anyone who's watching the stream in the Discord, what is this like? Is this an Arc 5 page? What am I looking at? I haven't actually like looked at it. I keep tabbing in and out. So I'm starting to think that maybe we are tourists. I don't understand the culture. That's true.
待ってよ。何なのこの強気な人たち。
ストレートベットします？
タイトル大丈夫。ここでしちゃうの？
ちょっといきなりしちゃうのはね。
They're gambling. I know they're gambling.
どうします？じゃあまずは
I'm asking what the thing you guys are posting is.
わかりました。
勝負師魂が出るか。
そうなんだ。1枚からかな。じゃあ9。逆に残した。逆に残した。
いやいや、保険は大事だよね。
1枚。ああ、もうほぼほぼ死んでんだ。
当人のね言うことですね。
They're gambling to see who gets to announce the Rem figure. Fair.
じゃあちょっと一人ずつ刺していきましょう。じゃあ下手側からいきます。
はい、最初の方がね気が楽だと思うんでパーッとやっちゃいましょう。
ちなみに前にねイベントでやった時にこれ飛ばなかったっていう事件ありますからね。
全部
刺しても刺しても
Chad, you guys having fun?
こっち？
事件のことがあるかもしれない。
大丈夫大丈夫。今日は飛んでくれるはずだよ。ちょっと刺して。
You guys having a good time with this?
あ、そうそう。
They're just playing poker for the rest of the stream.
あり？硬ければ刺して。
なんか上だから。あ、もうグッと差し込んでくださいだからもう。
だね。
いきましょう。ファーストチャレンジ。
ギューンって。はい、ファーストチャレンジ。
はい。
They're killing Roswell, dude. What the fuck?
わかんないここダメだ。だからね。
そうそうそう。
だから。
まあねこれ15、16
なんかあるんだよね。上か下かみたいな。確率があるんですか？ぐるぐる回して
いやいや、じゃあここはもう思い切っていきましょう。
Take his life, Subaru. You got this.
エミリアが刺したところに
Take his life.
騎士に上なります。ここせーの。
ああ、いけそうな空気あったね。
God damn it.
でも飛ばないと思ってすごい真上に顔置いてたわ。危ない。
危ない。
あと3本。ぶっ飛ばしてやるぜ。
あ、物理はやめてください。
I just noticed everyone has fancy outfits, but they've got Kobayashi in the same 11-year-old musty tracksuit. It's just like the story, bro.
やってやるよ。
やってやるよ。なんかちょっと夏感もあります。
間合いを詰めて詰めて。
祭り感が踊り
わっしょいわっしょい。そりゃ。
どんどん。わ
どうぞ。
残り2本。
やばい。
ちょ ょっと待ってね。
それで急に
見えたりしないのかな。
持ってる気がするんだよな。ね。
ちょっと
見えたりしないこれ。
絵が怖い。
Do an analysis of this?
見えたり。
Dude, I can't even. I can't even make the. I don't even know how to joke about this anymore. This guy cheated on his wife, by the way.
いや、すべてがかかってる。
Do you guys remember that?
9枚もかけちゃってる。
やばい。韻を持ってやばい。
大丈夫かな。
お願いよ。お願いよ。
油の剣はもういいんでどうにかどうにか飛んでいただけませんか。ノズワルさん。いきます。
やって。
どこに行きます。あ、ちょっと上
Bakugo, yeah, Bakugo's voice actor cheated on his wife, and he got in trouble for it.
まだ少ない。お上ここ。行け。これあれじゃない。全部刺しても飛ばないやつなんじゃない。
あ、ちょっと審議入ります。審議
これ
入ります。
審議よ。
ないないないないない。
これ
ないない。
ないよ。あ、やばい。ないよこれ。出したじゃない今の。
God, man. This is.
でもまだここ
農家農家。
ってねここだけね
ほら。
ない。
This is.
新井さん。
ない。お。
新井さんそんなにねもうやらなくていい。
飛ばないね
飛ばないですよね。
If you really think about it, this is analogous to the scene at the end of Arc 4 where they're all taking turns, you know,
ダメだ。
hit Roswell. Yeah, I don't know. It's,
そうですね。
まあでも今日ゲームいっ
it's
ぱいいますから
そうか。
wasn't that Geto's voice actor from JJK? They both did it. Red Devil. They were both fucking other women.
でも大丈夫大丈夫。でも逆に次失敗したら
Happens.
100%ペナルティ受けなきゃいけない。
あと1枚しかない。
1枚か。ちょっと心して次のチャレンジ行きましょう。続いてのチャレンジこちら。仲良しエミリア陣営トランプ。
Are they gonna beat Amelia to death now?
こちらはですね、今からトランプを1人
The game broke and they're just moving on.
1組でもペアができたらオッズ2倍、2組ペアができたらオッズ3倍、3カードになったらオッズ5倍、そしてストレートやフラッシュなどポーカーでいう高い役が出たらオッズ10倍というチャレンジ。
ああなるほどでも10枚に戻るだけだね
Chat, how are we still gaining viewers when nothing has happened in like 15 minutes?
10枚全部かけて改めてね、なんかペナルティ受けた方がよかった。
かけ方間違えましたかまあまあ
何このおだな、まあ、一回ね、そうそう、一回仲良しになれるかもしれないけど、
ですから
良くない空気が今流れてますよ。
良くない。
9枚かけたの誰だっけ
流れがやめろやめろ。流れが決まる。
やめてやめて
みんなのスイッチだ
やめてやめて。
ろうぜ
はい。じゃあ頑張って絆の力を見せてやろう。
そうしましょ
はい。
よしよし
よし、じゃあ僕はこのカード引こう。えい。要はポーカーみたいなもん。そうです。ポーカー。
なるほどね
What the fuck
ペア3カード。
う。なんとか。
is going on?
ね。
どうかな
Can I leave? Would I miss anything? If you miss anything, you'll probably just see it on Twitter after anyway, so you might as well just leave.
ほらちょっとみんな寄ってもらって
寄って
頑張れ頑張れじゃあ行きます私から
はい。
あ一気に
いや
行くか
一人行こう。
一人ずつ行きます
How are you? Yes, I'm eating a cheeseburger. I'm.
3
I was okay. Now I'm
はい、小林が引いたのが
kind of just sitting here.
ハートの10。
ハート揃ってるよスペードの6
あ、
ちょっと待って
ダイヤ。
今何も
ダイヤだね。
今何も揃ってないんだ
で、私。
Have they said anything yet? They showed a key visual thing, and then they talked about Arc 5 for like 5 seconds, and now they're gambling, and they kill They beat Roswell to death. So
お
wow, that's awesome, man. How much time left? 30 minutes.
2倍。はい、1枚追加。
30 minutes, buddy.
やった方がよかった。
1枚追加
1枚はちょっと。
これまずいな。
あれ、
になったね
これおかわりする？おかわりする？
あ、何回やるのこれ。
もう一回やりたい。もう一回やりたい。お、じゃあやってください。
今使ったやつ
今の2枚オールインね。
今使ったやつ外しとく
Oh, they're going for round 2, chat. They're going for round 2. Here we go. Let's
オ
go.
ールインしました。
はい、オッケーオッケー。よし。
したの
あ、ここで元手を増やそう。
行くぞ行くぞ。
よしよし。
Did they at least announce a release date? No.
さあさあさあ。
Jordan, if you're still in chat, I'm sorry.
あってもいいよね。よし、じゃあ今度は公平からいこうか。
はい、わかりました。
はい。
私が引いたのは、
Oh my god, 5 of hearts. That's awesome, dude. That's fucking badass. Oh, no way. Not as impressive. Not as impressive. Not even less impressive, to be frank. Oh, that's pretty good though. That's pretty good. Can't even get a rem figure, man. Can't even get a fucking rem figure these days. Did they really go for a third round? Are you serious? I left for a bit. What did they miss? They played the same game 2 more times. And they might go for a 4th. They might go... Okay, never mind. They're losing privileges. They have lost horse privileges. Oh, huge. One of these glasses has piss in it. If you drink the piss, you lose. The wall of text that was shown as an Arc 5 synopsis is basically synonymous with the Volume 16 back cover synopsis. For real. On God. Who will drink the most piss? This is the equivalent of this stream right now. This is what we're watching at the moment. Did one of them get pissed? Chat, I wasn't watching. Piss, I suppose. One of them got pissed, but they liked it? Okay, understandable, understandable. Did we find out anything about ReZero? No. No, we saw PNGs. That's pretty raw. We saw the walk cycles. Did they also play the same trailer we already saw? Yeah. Which I'm not surprised about. I mean, that feels normal to me. Give me the REM figure so I can go home, at least feeling something. Tell me to go to sleep? Don't go to sleep. Stay awake. Forever. This one they have to find Betty, right? That's kind of cool. How far have you reached in ReZero? I'm about to finish Arc 7 in a couple days. How much time is left? 20 minutes. Who runs the ReZero marketing team? Look, chat. Okay, look, chat. For what it's worth, this shit works so unbelievably fucking well that ReZero is probably like one of the most insanely profitable fucking anime franchises currently ongoing, okay? They are cooking. Now we don't understand what's going on. Okay? This isn't for us. This is for the audience at home, okay? This is gonna make a $1 billion. Especially when Season 3 is airing. This may be a big waste of time for the people who want to hear information about the anime, but the people who love buying figurines and buying the same PNG 15 times, like, it's gonna be insane. They can't even find Betty, guys. For real chat, they can't even find Betty. It's embarrassing. I would have got that shit first try. Surely this money will go into Season 3. How do we tell them, chat? How do we tell them that most of this money is going straight to the executives? How are the REM figures looking? Gyro, would you believe me if I said that we haven't even gotten a goddamn REM figure? Oh! She got it, dude. She found herself. That's huge. Have you ever bought ReZero merch outside of the volumes? No. What have they even shown off? A key visual? A walk cycle from a game, and then the same PNGs for about 15 minutes on different merchandise. Wait, isn't that the Roswell picture where he's like LMFAO and he's got a straight-ass face? Isn't that the same one? I don't remember now. I gotta see it again. I think the incoming one is the last challenge. Are these challenges? Does anyone got the key visual? It's been posted a few times in the Discord. You might be able to find it on Twitter too. Emilia gets 2 challenges? I respect the restraint that it took to not give Rem a challenge. That meant something to me. I appreciate that. What the fuck? They gonna have to do paperwork for this one? What is this? Have they even mentioned Rem at all aside from the game? No, actually. I'm sure that the producers watching this are about to blow a fucking... Their blood vessels are about to burst. Paperwork on the stream. This is Japan, alright.
こうしてこうしてこう。
オッケーオッケー。
What is happening, man?
こうでこうね。
俺たち全員
Who the fuck is that dude?
やるからもちろん
There he goes.
かける枚数は
Surprising this 1 hour is going by pretty fast thanks to your commentary. I'm sorry, because I know for a fact there's been a lot of times where I've just been silent because I have nothing to say. I think they're looking for the Great Rabbit. Oh, I see.
あ、違う。二人で交代交代。開いて、それ時間がまあやってみましょうか。
よし行きましょう。2分ね2分全員で挑戦。制限2分。じゃあ用意スタート。
よいしょよいしょよいしょ。あ、全然やばいこれ。
もういいじゃん。
あー早くして。
I have nothing to say. Like, what am I don't know. Where can I watch this in English dub? Oh, man. Can you imagine being the guy who has to come up and pick all this shit up off the floor? She found Amelia. Did she win? It's because you weren't caught up. You'd get it if you were. Fair enough. If we don't get the season 3 trailer, I'm gonna kill myself. Skelly, please call the suicide support hotline because you will. If you don't do it, you're gone within the next 10 minutes.
もうなんかいねえよいねえよ今騒ぎすぎて若干頭痛いもん。
そうですね。
いつからだったんでしょうかね。
随分なんかそうですね。
So does she get to keep that PNG? Or is Katakawa gonna come in and charge her $35 to keep that piece of paper?
結構早い段階でした。
10秒ぐらい。
一人でエミリア見せてたの？
もしかして初引きで当たった？
割とでも早い段階だったんですね。いやでもこれでね全ベッドのチップがおいくらになったんでしょうか。
32枚が最終的に
2倍になって。
64枚。
Let's go. That was awesome, dude.
最高。
だいぶ大崎の残
That was fire.
そうなりますね。
激闘の跡が見えますね。
はい。
あ、戻りますかこのままとりあえず。最初。
アルシャマク。はい。
That's a lot of rabbits, bro.
見えない見えない。
Good lord.
見えない。
戦いの後ってね。
いやだいぶ汚ねえな。だいぶ汚ね
悪いね。
え。すごい。はい。ということでちょっと待ってね。
Alright, what's next on the agenda, boys?
ちょっとね見ていきたいと思います。
Let's
あ、そうですね。
let's really get into it.
4枚ありますから、移動してちょっと枚数とね、こう照らし合わせながら、
はいはいはい。はい。
本当にみっこさんたわしいただけちゃう。
たわし64枚。
そんなにないだろ。
一生分。
How much time is left? 12 minutes.
なんでやねん。
ちょっと待って、一回先にそっちより高い方からいきません？
あ、高い方から。
使ってた方がいいかも。
64あるんで。
はい。
だって
じゃあ一応半分ずつ5等分したとしても、だいたい64枚だから12枚あるので、
3枚使えますね。
はい。じゃあ一人一人選んでいきますか。じゃあ12枚か。12枚だったら、まあじゃあ僕はギフト。
Does this happen with other anime? It does, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
これあれ誕生日生活だよね。
Maybe not to this extent, but yeah, it does.
こちら5枚となっております。
じゃあ俺リゼログッズ。5枚とあと残り7枚でしょ。
Chat, I don't know how to tell you guys that there's probably nothing else. And I think you guys need to accept that.
余ってんなら私にさ、3枚くらいちょうだいよ。
Holy shit, it felt like I said it was 12 minutes left for like 12 minutes ago. Oh my god. It's been like 60 seconds.
4枚だったらじゃあうまい棒もらいまーす。じゃあこれで4枚。はい、全部使いました。
私はゆきしからちょっと頂戴した分でギフト券とグッズいただきます。ありがとうございます。じゃあ私ギフト券で。
なんでや。あ、ギフト券と
They still gotta spoil the arcade for you? True, true.
あ、じゃあたわし2つもらいます。
たわし2つで大丈夫？足りますか？
十分です。
僕のポイントを分けて。
僕のポイントを
たわし増やします。
いらない。なんなら1個でいいぐらいです。私のあげるよ。
It's probably 2024, Mr. Merxlot.
64枚だから4枚残るんですよ。
Yeah, this is definitely it, chat. I don't think there's gonna be anything else. And to be frank, the fact that we got anything at all from Season 3 is impressive to begin with. So, technically this was above my standard.
ありがたい。ギフト券で2枚プールで。お、じゃあ7枚。はい。じゃあ僕。たわしはいらないの？たわしは大丈夫です。はい。じゃあ僕は思考を変えて、ギフト券と2枚プールで。お、9枚。プールが9枚ですね。
あ、じゃあ私たわし返すからさ、それでギフト券も1個もらう。あれ。私自分で買えるから。たわしぐらい買えるよ。
ギフト券で買うんですよね。
だからギフト券で買う。
じゃあニッコさんのたわしを。
Chat, while I have everyone here, while I have 180 of you in here, I've been running a popularity poll, okay? Where you can vote for your favorite ReZero characters. Isn't that sweet? Let me go ahead and get a better link. You guys can vote for your favorite ReZero characters. It's gonna be so cool. Hang on. Let me shorten that fucking URL. There we go. Bam! Go ahead and go vote for your 4 favorite ReZero characters. Do not vote for the same character more than once, or I will destroy it. 10! That's sweet. Can I vote for Bakugo's VA? I mean, yeah, you can. Look away, arcade spoiler coming up. Wait, is this real? Or are you guys fucking with me? Chat, is this real? Volume cover? Oh shit. Okay. We're paused. Not only have I just saved myself, I have saved every single anime only in here from the apparently some massive spoilers on volume covers, so man, chat, what the fuck? I had like a whole scene ready for like REM figures and becoming. I had like a whole thing ready to get people to become YouTube members, but like I didn't even get a fucking REM figure. So what was even the point? Like, I made this for nothing. I couldn't even get a REM figure. Come on, man. Is REM not in style anymore? I guess not, man. That's it. I mean, if the volume cover goes away, then I can go back to the stream, but I don't know if it will go away, so I'm currently covering chat's eyes from a ReZero spoiler, okay? It's over, I think. Is it safe to go back, chat? Volume cover is gone? Okay. If it comes back, I'm fucked. Do you understand? Let me pause for... Let me get a buffer again. Let me get a buffer again, okay? I missed season 4 announcement. Damn, it happens. It's tough. How's this buffer going? We got like 30 seconds? Alright, it's fine. True. Honestly, true. Real. True and real. Honestly.
というわけで今日はありがとうございました。はい、では改めましてミリア役の高
です。
Banger.
本当にもう皆さんがずっとリセロをこう長く応援してくださってるおかげで、まあね、時代もねちょっとずつ変わり始めて、アフレコの方ももしかしたらみんな同じ時間帯で一緒に掛け合いができるんじゃないかなっていうのですごくワクワクしております。結構ねセカンドシーズンの時はそれぞれが一人で頑張るみたいな形で、アフレコの時も結構ね一人で頑張るみたいなシーンがすごく多かったんですよね。っていうのもあると、この3期はみんなで力を合わせて頑張れる。
I bet she's cooking right now, bro. I don't know what she's talking about, but she got passion, so. Wasn't it rumored that Season 4 was going to be released not too long after Season 3? I mean, it was rumored, but it doesn't mean it's true, because it's most definitely not. I don't care what she says, she's so fine, Bubba, she's a Shotokan, just so you know. I just wanted to, I've actually been waiting for you to bring that up again, so I can tell you that.
まあ本当にセカンドシーズンの終わりにね、オットーに言われた頼れっていう言葉からどんどん人を頼れる強さというものを身につけて、
Oh my god, the insert song. Pog, don't get me copyright struck, please. Please.
マジで心強さしかありません。まあそれでも彼にはとんでもないことがね、降りかかって、まあ過酷な展開になるのはもうしょうがない。
Arc 7 needs at least 32 episodes minimum. Does he know? Question mark. It's gonna need a few more than that.
サードシーズン頑張って乗り切って素敵なものを届けられるように頑張っていこうと思いますので、引き続きリゼロを応援していただけたら嬉しいです。
Mute it. It's not like you can understand them anyway. It feels so weird when I'm just watching them talk, though. I don't like it. It feels so strange. Why does it always happen to me, man? Okay, I gotta mute that one, though. That's getting a little too loud. Oh, it's over. It's literally Jover. Any last words? I mean, honestly, more than I expected. Which really shows you how low my expectations were for this event. I mean, we got the key visual. Yeah, I mean, that was cool, man. That was, that was sweet. Wow, not a single Rem figure. I'm actually kind of pissed off about this. Can we get a recap for what they announced? They didn't announce a single thing, buddy. Just... That's it, okay? That's all you need to know. Where's the key visual? I'm scrolling through Twitter. If I don't find it instantly, I'm pissed off. Okay, I found it. Here it is, chat. I mean, this was cool, man. What about the game? They announced walk cycles. Does that count? Should have been of the Knights. You and I both know why it wasn't of the Knights, Pyro. Yes. Being a ReZero fan is not easy, chat. It is not easy. Is there an official source for the KV that I could retweet so I don't have to retweet Chibi's post about it? The stream was like experiencing one of Subaru's loops. True. Just wait? Okay. You could retweet ISIS posts about it. I don't go to ISIS account because he talks about current stuff, so... yeah. Well... Safe to say, chat, anime onlys are no longer safe, okay? The event is over. You saw a key visual. Congratulations. Now it's time to move on to the big boy topics, okay? Are you guys ready for the first non-anime only discussion? Here it comes. Ready? That stream was fire, bro. There's a spider on my wall. Where do you read ReZero Asa? If you go into the Discord, we have links to the light novels pinned, and also people can give you resources to read. So go ahead and join the Discord, and you can go to the ReZero anime or the ReZero spoilers chat. And they can help you out. Have you lost your mind? No. I feel fine. My brain has been hardened by interacting with the MHA fandom for as long as I have. Nothing can affect me anymore. They're doing CMs now? Oh, that's cool. Well, I can't watch this anyway, right, so... Summon Zorbus to snipe the spider. Zorbus has never caught a single spider in his entire life, or bug in general. Am I not safe? No, you're not. Raid Arc 7 now? I'm not done with it, but it's good. It's really fucking good. I just finished, and I'm serious, by the way. Now, for anime onlys that are still lingering, this is it, okay? I just finished the Chisha Gold name chapter last night, and it was very good. Very, very good. I still haven't really gotten my thoughts in order about the chapter. I'll need to sit down and like really think about it at some point, but it was fucking fire. Now allow me to open up my vehicle approved volume 33 PDF. Oh, did we get the official KV now? Sweet. Let me peep. Let me retweet too. Smile. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Wow. Saying mad detail, bro. Jesus Christ. Damn, they kind of went off for this one. Holy shit, man. Cool. Very cool art. It's a shame that that is the only thing that happened. Alright, chat. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, and then we will read Chapter 108, The Forthcoming Great Disaster. And then we will end stream. Let me go to page 241 real quick. Alright, I'll be right back, chat. Have fun. Don't get too silly while I'm gone. Never mind, chat. I only have one bedroom, or I only have one bathroom in my apartment. It's being used, so we're just gonna have to live with it. How to read ReZero light novels in your Discord? Go to the ReZero spoilers chat, and then click on the pinned messages and scroll to the bottom. Alright, chat. We could start. Scroll fast, yeah. Arc 7 108, The Forthcoming Great Disaster. Oh wait, actually, hang on. I forgot to get my notes prepared. There we go. The final act of Chisha Gold posing as the Emperor was beyond comprehension. Having been ousted from the throne, Vincent Valaquia began giving his name as Abel. He gained support from the people of Shudrock in the large forest to the east, and personally took the lead of a rebellion that had upheaved the Empire. Music change? Too risky on YouTube. Don't feel like risking the fucking copyright strike. So. This was not what he had hoped for when planning for the future, but this was rather Chisha's plan, who had deliberately gone the full length, committing treason, thus driving Vincent away from the imperial capital. He would not do... Wait, let me at least mute this, because this shit is not... it's not fitting currently. There we go. He would not do an about-face so easily. Did they announce anything for Season 3? No. As expected. Therefore, he had taken measures to clearly inform him that his actions, that his motives, were futile. Destined death, brought about by the Stargazers, was something that Abel had resolved himself for long ago, from the time he gained self-awareness as an imperial prince of Valaquia. When commandment and forewarning were received, it was foretold that upon the death of the emperor who had ascended to the throne, the great disaster, which was about to bring ruin, would commence. It was not as though he himself had been mentioned by name. However, once he laid eyes upon that forewarning, he had been convinced that he would be the one to ascend to the seat of emperor. He had been convinced that, were it not him, the Valaquian Empire could not be saved. Damn. Sorry, for those who haven't been to a chapter read stream before, you'll hear me pause and take notes a lot, so to get used to it. Also, Stride the Stargazer, so that's fucking pog. That was sick as hell. To his other brothers and sisters, he could not entrust that great duty. Putting the entirety of his capabilities and his potential into it, Vincent Ablix would take the seat of Emperor. And as Vincent Valaquia, he would take measures for the Empire to not be undone. That was the plan that Vincent Valaquia, that Abel, had staked his life on. He had restored the system of the 9 divine generals, whom everyone worshipped in the Valaquian Empire, where the strong were revered, and upon their apex, he had placed that unmistakable strongest. The unmistakable strongest. Distorting the way of being of the Empire, rife with senseless barbarism as it was, he had guided them so that they would lose their reluctance regarding orderly violence, thus leaving as much potential as he possibly could so that the Valaquian Empire would survive even after his death. Everything had been a part of the plan on which he had staked his life. The body, unable to do anything but lie face down, continued to spill vast amounts of blood from its chest, its heart having been pierced. Black hair and black eyes, each time he looked in the mirror, his face made him feel anger and frustration at his lack of power, his lack of knowledge. That face had been deprived of blood, its expression soaked in blood as it gazed at nowhere in particular. His current body manifested through the ability which he had professed to have attained while on the verge of death, a time at which his color had vanished, did not return to his original form, even once his life had come to an end. Never more would he lay eyes upon that form. Never more would that impudent speech strike his eardrums again. Never more. Why? A question that ought to be asked spilled from his lips. The one who was to answer that question would never open their mouth once more. Even so, the lips that were supposed to avoid all that their owner knew to be meaningless spilled that question. Wait, we're kind of cooking here. Hang on. We're kind of cooking here. Good lord. The prophecy of the great disaster, it was conceivable that it could be overturned were one to be aware of its conditions. He had sought out that method in the past. He had conveyed so to him, that ought to have made him understand that it could not be done. And yet, as Chisha had still not been convinced he had committed treason in vain. In this way, the confrontation they'd had within this throne room ought to have been proof that no means with which to avoid the great disaster existed. He had trained Chisha, so that he could entrust him with the Empire after his own demise. To think as he did, to arrive at the same conclusions as he did, in order for him to be able to fulfill being a proxy of Vincent Valekia. Therefore, were he truly Vincent Valekia, he was supposed to have accepted defeat with grace. Accepting defeat and lowering weapons, putting an end to this futile battle, restoring the throne to the returned Abel so the latter would welcome death, and then, with that, he would supposedly oppose the great disaster of ruin. That had not come to pass. A foolish gamble it had been. Even if he were to die in Abel's place as Vincent Valekia, were the great disaster to not deem it acceptable, it would amount to a foolish gamble that had ended in naught but a useless death. That especially was what Abel abhorred, a death inefficient to the utmost extremes. Even though Chisha Gold had presumably been aware of that. Why? Endless doubt and bewilderment stained a deep scarlet by the flowing blood. Even if he asked once more, there would only be another layer of silence piled on, gone without replies. That, too, was what Abel loathed. Inefficiency to the utmost extremes. And then, well, ain't that just 'cause it was a bad plan? Immediately after, a second shot of white light was fired, zipping straight towards Abel, who stood bolt upright. Damn, man. Wait, this is fucking insane. Calling it light was no falsehood. The blow that brought death aimed for Abel faster than an arrow. To begin with, Abel was not a fighter. Even supposing the shock from the immediately preceding events had already passed, it would have been entirely impossible for him to react to the light radiance that had grazed the edge of his vision for nary a moment. Ergo, what had saved Abel's life in that moment was not a judgment of his own. It came to pass right as Abel was on the verge of being run through by the light approaching him from the front, about to have his heart extirpated? I've actually never seen this word in my life. Cool though. A roaring sound and violent tremors furiously shook the throne room, nay, the entire Crystal Palace, and a tremendous impact destroyed its firm walls. The origin of the impact did not stop at just destroying the wall, and wedged its way between Abel, who was standing bolt upright, and the corona zipping toward him. With a sound akin to a splash of water, the white light obliterated that interference, and thus, that which had saved Abel's life by a hair breadth was an enormous arm. Is that Moguro Hagane? Dude, he's coming through? He's popping off? Man at throne, to protect His Excellency, ordered me. The wall-esque object that had made a sudden appearance before Abel's eyes was the right arm of Moguro Hagane, which had been thrust into the throne room. Moguro, a meteor also known as the very Crystal Palace itself, was supposed to be participating in a fierce clash unfolding upon the battlefield, having taken to the ramparts of the imperial capital of Lupagana as their own body. And yet, was it Chisha? Moguro's earlier statement was proof of the fact that they had received orders to protect Abel. Then the one to direct Moguro to return from far away had been the one who sat upon the throne, possessing the function of exerting influence on the meteor. None other than Shisha Gold could have done so. That Abel's life would once more be targeted right after he himself had been shot had been his prediction. Moguro Hagane, bring me outside. Who you? My priority, His Excellency. The Emperor has died. If I die, his death shall be in vain. Taking in those dominating words from Abel, Moguro noticed the collapsed silhouette as they peered into the throne room. Moguro's state was such that it was difficult to tell where their eyes were present. Once the green orbs emerging from the city walls flickered, however, they too recognized the death of the Emperor, who had collapsed face down. The translation between, like, Metia and Meteor is, like, it's always been weird to me. Because, like, obviously I started watching the anime where it was called, like, Metia. But then I started reading ReZero stuff and it was called Meteor, and I was like, okay. I mean, I see it, I guess. The body. It is superfluous. Worry not for the dead. We got exposition in an SS that they were named after meteors, so we know that oh, really? Okay. Meteor was an assumption without knowledge. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I see. Shouting at Moguro as they attempted to retrieve the Emperor's corpse, Abel jumped towards the titanic right arm before him. As he clung onto one of the fingers of the hand-like shape, Moguro pulled their arm out of the throne room, causing Abel to be bathed in raging winds as he was extracted out into the sky. Moguro had become one with the ramparts, having altered the ladder's structure to allow themselves easier movement. Moguro's body was now that of an enormous golem greater than 50 meters tall, and riding on the arm as it was lifted, Abel's elevation was about the same. With the cityscape of the Imperial capital in sight from that height, the path Moguro had taken from the third bastion that they had been protecting alongside the buildings trampled in said path was visible. It was apparent that they had bolted straight towards this place, devoid of any other concerns. Apart from that, though the battles at each bastion were still ongoing, the reason for their conflict had vanished already, and so those who needed to prepare for the upcoming battle were squandering their lives in vain. In vain, their lives were... Hook! Hang on, let me write something down. A disturbance arose in his thoughts, and Abel put his strength into his arms clinging onto the gargantuan rock. This was not the time to cling to bygone events and have his thoughts dispersed into many fragments. Already, events were unfolding. It was just as he had told Moguro. If he were to die now, that death would be in vain. At the very least, he must ascertain whether that death had held meaning or not. I shall not die. Voice leaked, as if being wrung out, and Abel bit down on his molars and stared downwardly, intently. Even if he raised his voice here, it would not reach those whose lives were clashing on the battleground, However, he must inform them that the meaning in this battle had already been lost, by any means necessary. Danger. As Abel was thinking, Mulguro's gale-like voice struck his eardrums. Their difference in their physique was so significant that each and every single one of Mulguro's actions was akin to a human's actions towards an ant. However, it was not as though Mulguro had rocked his eardrums without purpose. Gyrating their colossal frame, Mulguro turned their back on the Crystal Palace with Abel protected in their right hand. As sounds of successive impacts resounded from the exterior of the right hand he was held in, Abel's cheeks contorted. The sequence of strikes came not from one direction, rather, they were raining down from all angles. The enemy was simply great in numbers. No, a collection of magic users that could aim for their enemies with such precision would be infeasible on the soil of Wallachia. I mean, if you didn't know who it was by now, like, it's gotta be him. That was to say, this was not a group large in number, but the mastery of a single person. A truly powerful individual who lent the illusion that a great number of people were performing a simultaneous attack from all directions, resuscitating the memories of the time when his thoughts had ground to a halt due to shock just before. Abel raised his face. I mean, this is exactly what happened in EX4, right? Like... That fighting style, the voice of that undesired reply, were present in his memories. That was... Mulguro twisted their body, defending Abel from the downpour of bullets, and descended. Looking up at the sky from within that fist, he saw the traces of a shadow moving too fast for eyes to fix upon. Albeit exceedingly rare, it was a form that could be seen within the Wallachian Empire. Soaring by means of flying dragons, 'twas the acrobatic flight of the flying dragon riders able to control the former. Nay, there were currently no riders in the Empire capable of gliding through the sky at this speed. To be precise, that was the level of ability known as the utmost limits of flight, the domain where the Empire's strongest flying dragon rider was without peer. In an instant, white light dispersed. The sound of Mulguro's enormous body being broken by the impact reverberated, and a part of the broken wall grazed Abel's cheek. Without distorting his countenance due to the pain, he saw it. The flying dragon rider passed by the vision of his black eyes, covered by the Oni mask. Ashen brown hair, cracks running through his features bereft of color, and dark eyeballs akin to a moonless night, with a golden radiance looming therein. His form appeared far too unrecognizable, but even so, there was no mistaking him. Balroy Temglyph. For what reason are you alive? Oh, I got chills, dude, when I read that shit. Oh, man. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm writing down a lot of stuff right now. Bro, Mr. Vehicle, I know when you were translating this, dude, you were probably losing your mind, weren't you? I ain't gonna talk to you, Mr. Oni Mask. Producing a beautiful voice that gave off an elegant impression, he refused to reply, while still affirming his existence. Fading from sight once again, the enemy that steered his flying dragon to slice through the air, Balroy Temglyph, was unmistakably the perpetrator who had aimed for the throne room of the Crystal Palace from the outside. The one who had shot the fake Emperor through the heart, known as the Magical Sharpshooter. He was the man who reigned supreme at the apex of all flying dragon riders. Oh, shit. Didn't see that coming. Oh, damn, dude. Oh, man, I'm actually... I don't know, man. I expected Asuka to just, like, not even give an illustration of this, so... I'll take it. Wait, hang on, I got an ad in the ReZero Spoilers chat. Is this... Oh, Roka art? Oh, shit. Wait, should I put that on stream? Hang on. Damn, dude. That's pretty fucking sweet. This was at the start of the volume when you open it? Oh my god, I forgot. You're right that that's how it works. That's so stupid. It's so dumb. Okay. The former ninth of the 9 divine generals, who in the past during a rebellion that had occurred within the Empire. Balroy died. You fake. Get his ass, Moguro. Their perception, the same as Abel's, the giant Moguro fired a counterattack. With Abel enveloped by their right hand, Moguro swung the left arm of their huge body and quite literally, mowing down the air, they launched an attack towards Balroy's flying dragon. People would tend to believe that big things move sluggishly, but that was but an illusion originating from their viewpoints being far away from the events. In addition to protecting Abel from the magic sniping, they had blocked the entirety of the enemy's attacks to this point. Moguro's movements were keen, nimble, and precise. Fast, meticulous. However, even with Moguro's reflexes and agility, subduing Balroy, who made the entirety of the sky into his domain as he flew around it, was unfeasible. The special trait of a flying dragon rider was not restricted to just speed, but extended to having the potential to move up, down, left, right, front, and back, to move in every conceivable direction, was their greatest advantage that could not be taken away unless they were felled to the surface. On top of that, Balroy was no ordinary flying dragon rider. He was their apex. He clad himself in wind. Balroy's tactics excelled in sniping while moving via the use of magic, but his strengths as one of the rare wielders of magic within the Empire were not limited to only offensive implementations. By shrouding wind around the flying dragon he steered, he actualized a maneuver that other flying dragon riders could not, increasing its speed and softening its impacts it took, making himself unable to ever be caught. Damn. However, in order to put it into practice, a strong coordination with his flying dragon was indispensable. Has that flying dragon also soared back from the beyond? Flying dragon riders boasted tremendous strength in battle, but their greatest drawbacks were that it took a long time to cultivate them. Plus, they could only they could not ride upon the back of any flying dragon apart from the one they chose as their partner. To kill a flying dragon rider, their flying dragon must first be killed. The cause of Balrog's death was no exception. However, Balrog had soared back, quite literally. He was soaring through the sky together with his beloved dragon. The Great Disaster. It was not as though any clear or observable damage had arisen. However, since Chisha had lost his life as Vincent Valekia, there was no choice but to suspect that the events transcending human comprehension that had ensued thereafter were related to the Great Disaster. Even so, it was nonsensical for Balrog Temglyph to be the bearer of the Great Disaster. Of course, Balrog was the apex of flying dragon riders, a truly powerful individual amongst the Empire's strongest. Were he inclined to do so, he would have had no trouble in doing away with Abel's life, and yet, shaking, endure. It matters not, do it. The inorganic voice sent forth an intense wind, and Abel raised his own voice in response. The following moment, Moguro, lunging it with the enemy as their aim, thrust their arm down onto their own feet. Even if those were called feet, looking at Moguro's currently enormous body, it appeared as if they had become one with the street. Posterior to being plunged into the street of the Empire, the left arm produced a creaking sound, and after a moment of resistance, the street that had been uprooted was magnificently heaved into the sky. The sights of parts of a district being sent flying was something that Abel had laid eyes upon a short while at Chaos Flame. Priorly. It had been an absurd sight back then as well, but it had been nothing more than the city's residents coming together to hurl demolished buildings. However, in Moguro's case, that was a feat of strength devoid of intricacy, an unmistakable act of violence. It was a sight that proved that Moguro Hagane was extraordinary, that proved that he was one of the 9 divine generals. Without doubt, Balrog too was an extraordinary individual, but Moguro, in addition to the other divine generals, also possessed those same qualifications. Therefore, Balrog could not be capable of being the bearer of the Great Disaster. Of course, were the street that had been ripped from the ground to be hurled and nothing more, the astute Balrog would just evade and be done with it. Hence, with the block of the city that could be called a cannonball having been thrown, Moguro, pulverization. A slam of their left arm, and it turned into innumerable projectiles obstructing Balrog's aerial escape path. Shrapnel scattered in all directions, each piece a massive rock or clump of soil even larger than a human, and thus dispersing with that singular blow from Moguro. It was such that an ordinary human would be quite likely to suffer fatal injury with even a mere graze. Naturally, if Balrog were to be struck by it, even he, who had mastered the flow method, would end up showing a fatal opening in midair. In order to avoid that, how did I say this last time that Garkar said was wrong? I said, Karillon, right? And you said that was wrong? So what was it again? Was it Karillon? Was that the correct one? Or is that still wrong? Carry on? Okay. So the L's are silent? Double L sound. Okay, so it's carry on. Got it, okay. Is it carry on or is it carry on? Whatever. In accordance with the sharp voice amidst the windstorm, his flying dragon soared in order to slip past the bullet rain of boulders. Flapping its wings as it diced the air, his flying dragon aimed for the one area in the world where the incessant downpour of boulders was slightly weaker. Obviously, that is a trap. Moguro had deliberately left a region in which the downpour was slightly weaker. However, even if Balrog and Carrion were aware that it was a ruse, they could not afford to be hit by the shrapnel, so they had no choice but to fly into it. What remained was whether Balrog, riding his beloved dragon at a high speed, would be victorious in evading the blow expected from Moguro. With his flying dragon wrapped in wind, Balrog accelerated, soaring through the sky as he obliterated the obstructive shrapnel with lights. Moguro gyrated the left arm that they had drawn back, and a blow that could drill a hole through the world burrowed through the sky of the imperial capital. As mutual divine generals, a duel that could have never been realized in Balrog's lifetime unfolded, and as both of them crossed with all their might up high in the air, they began their showdown. That instant, faster than they could crash into one another, the clouds of the imperial capital were blown away with the sound of an explosion and its shockwave. Hook. Though direct damage from the explosive power had been averted, the aftershock was so intense that it seemed like it would tear Abel's body away from clinging to Moguro. But no matter how harsh the situation his slender body faced, Abel would never close both of his eyes. Henceforth, his eyes firmly grasped the events of that moment. Moguro's arm. Just before Moguro's gyrating left arm was able to display its might by pulverizing Balroy, an interference occurred, and the part equivalent to a human's brachium was torn asunder. Brachium? I don't know. Spinning with vigor, the arm of Moguro, humongous enough to rival the castle's own size, danced through the air, leisurely slipping out by flying under the damage. Balroy had survived the rain of shrapnel. Not just that, he had escaped completely unharmed. Then, the one that had destroyed Moguro's arm, thus saving Balroy from his predicament, was... Oh shit. Oh shit. Hang on, let me take some notes. Anyway, okay. As a deep voice that rumbled the atmosphere was raised, there was a fierce collision, an impact from the side. Arm demolished and posture broken, Moguro's green orbs scintillated at what had barged in. For Abel, too, this interference had been unforeseen, though it was something to be expected. After all, if the opponent was Balroy Temglyph, who had soared back from the death... Bastard, get the frig away from this dragon's darling. Brandishing claws of a dragon, it easily tore through Moguro's body. Fashioned from the city walls and alongside a roar, a blow from its tail slammed against Moguro, destroying one part. The latter's mass being reduced in the blink of an eye. That wouldn't happen to me personally, but that's cool. It was extremely abrupt, but that was a matter of course. The opponent was of the strongest life forms in existence, the Cloud Dragon Missoria. Is that which resides within Madeline Ashart? What news did we get from the stream? Nothing. The Howling Dragon raged with its whole body, and with a collision caused Moguro's enormous build to sway greatly. He's taking on the role of a shonen fight narrator, yeah, true. With each blow to the ramparts fissured, its broken pieces plummeting under the imperial capital. The Crystal Palace, extolled as the world's most beautiful castle, had its gardens trampled upon, subjected to devastation, while the cityscape of the imperial capital, constructed in a well-arranged, orderly fashion, met its demise with each passing second. Indistinguishable amongst the thunderous sounds of the dragon's wrath as it laid waste to Moguro's body, what had reached Abel's ears was the sound of destruction, akin to the world crumbling, originating from a distant location. Thus, directing his gaze there, to behind the Crystal Palace... Oh, there's another Rookar? Okay, hang on. Where a reservoir was present, a cistern, which made use of springs amidst the mountains, and was utilized as a water source for the entire imperial capital, had its bulwark pierced through by Moguro's left arm. That had been cleaved just moments before. A beat later, fissures expanded from the point the arm had penetrated, and the water from the reservoir began seeping out from the cracks. Gradually amassing vigor, before long, the entire dam would crumble and become a stream of mud flowing through the imperial capital. guiding the residents of the Imperial capital, as well as the Imperial soldiers and rebels participating in the battle, to refuge as soon as possible was blunder. Right after hearing Moguro's whisper, a mutter not all that quiet, a feeling of floating assailed Abel's body. Looking over his shoulder as he felt his insides rising up, Abel saw that it was not that he had been thrown, but rather that Moguro's arm, the hand of which Abel had been held in, had been crunched through by the dragons above the wrist. Oh shit. Another Rokar. Okay, let me see. Oh, damn. Oh, I know. Hey, I've seen this face before. Garkar, you motherfucker. Damn, this is sweet though. Hello. Just subscribe? Oh, Paul, thank you. Translated the text after the concept art was displayed and basically just a summary of Arc 5 at the very start. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It was not that he had been targeted, rather, it had been nothing more than the result of a foolhardy attack. However, engulfed by the momentum of his freefall, Abel's body spun around over in midair. His arms, which had been clinging onto Moguro's arm, had been detached from it. But even if he were still hanging on, given the arm had originally been the city's walls, it would have ended up being his cause of death most likely. However, even if Moguro's arm had not become his cause of death, at this rate, Abel would slam into something that was very much similar to it, and similar his fate would be... I need to find something. Looking around, Abel's eyes were drawn to one point. However, that one point was not a source of aid. What had entered Abel's vision was the large hole in the crystal palace through which Moguro had pulled him out. The hole led to the throne room. He was unable to peer inside, yet his attention was drawn to it. He had been the one to say, "Worry not for the dead." Yet, he too had pretty much drunk from the same poison. He did not know whether he had found a way to break through the deadlock or not, even with that sole second. But, that he had not squandered that 1 second was proof of Abel's unrelenting spirit, the indelible scar engraved upon his soul for all of perpetuity. See, this is cool because I remember Chisha's chapter in particular was talking about how, he could have a second against Cecilus, right? And now here Abel is. That 1 second was proof of Abel's unrelenting spirit. Also, you popped off on this line, Gokar. I just want you to know that. It's like little, these couple of sentences right here went crazy. Then again, if he were plunged to his death like this, discussing the scar engraved upon his soul would have no merit. Pull. Lost in what he ought to do, Abel arranged his limbs as to diminish the impact, but before that could happen, he was forcefully met with a soft sensation. Unconsciously holding his breath, Abel's body rebounded, and he fell on top of that sensation once again. Repeating that countless times for a brief moment, Abel came to notice he was bouncing on a spread-out cloth. Someone had spread out piles of clothes beneath the descending Abel, thus catching his fall. Digesting the reality of his narrow escape from death, Abel rolled off the cloth right away. And off its edge, he placed a foot on firm ground. While on one knee, he raised his face in order to ascertain the doer of said deed. Well, it's time for the time for the commandment has arrived. Oh shit. Oh shit, wait. Are you His Excellency, or perhaps His Excellency? Either way, the great disaster has come around. Won't you fight against the great disaster together with me? Are you really so delighted with the fulfillment of the prophecy? Spreading his arms, both his demeanor and voice were joyful and far too out of place. With the battle between the titanic Moguro and the Cloud Dragon causing the demolition of the city to his back, the man, Ubilk, smiled. Celebrating the moment in which the commandment had been granted as a stargazer had, without a doubt, been materialized. Oh shit. How much longer is this chapter, chat? Asking for a friend. One more section? Okay. 2 pages? Okay, sweet. Okay. The thunderous boom of the walls breaking reverberated, violently shaking the Crystal Palace. Upon being convinced that something decisive had occurred, Burstet's Fondlefon entered the throne room, and then... Is that Chisha? The wall of the throne room had crumbled, and amidst the freshly scattered dust, Burstutz found the form of the black-haired emperor toppled atop the scarlet carpet, thus lowering the corners of his slit eyes in gloom. Walking closer towards it, he saw that the body, collapsed face down, had been punctured on its chest. The heart that ought to have been beating within had exploded. The thread of life had been cut. Though he was not a military officer, he understood with a glance. It had been an instant death. There had been no time to even feel the pain. Considering what we have done, this could be said to be quite the merciful end. Ever since he had committed treason, raising a rebellion against the Emperor, Vincent Vlachia, Burstutz had resigned himself to the fact that his death would not be a peaceful one whatsoever. As an accomplice, Chisha should have steeled a similar resolve as well, but then again, though from my discussion with the Stargazer, it seems you had set your eyes on something different than me. Though a clear act of treachery, Burstutz had no intention of condemning it. Rather, his true feelings were those of admiration. In order to gain that which one desired, they must exhaust all of their strength in an attempted pursuit. Such was the Empire's essence. Neither Burstutz nor Chisha possessed the fighting strength needed to abide by the Empire's mantra, but they were alike in the sense that they both compensated for what they lacked with their ingenuity. The new form of the Empire constructed by the Emperor Vincent Vlachia had also recognized and certified that as a form of strength. Burstutz had also approved of that way of doing things in the Empire and adhering to it. Chisha had made a magnificent example. With his own strength, as a man of the Vlachian Empire, that was a deed of honor. Although it seems it will be difficult to find the time to speak words of praise. Looking down at the corpse, Burstutz gazed at the hole in the wall where a gale was blowing in. On the other side, he could ascertain the presence of an enormous body, cut up like rocks, in motion, the presence of Moguro Hagane. Given these circumstances, it would be strange if Moguro had killed Chisha. In his position, Moguro was supposedly an ally of Chisha, the latter playing the part of the Emperor. Chisha's cause of death had been a blow through the chest, but it would have been impossible for Moguro's giant body to execute a strike with such precision. If there was a concern to be had, it was of the strange words of the Stargazer that Ubilk had left behind as he passed by Burstets, the outside of the Crystal Palace, the place he was heading to. The great disaster and the ruin it brings. Just what is it that I am unaware of in the Empire? My, has nobody informed you? In that case, shall I fill you in? His cheeks stiffening upon suddenly hearing a voice, Burstets slowly turned his gaze back. His eyes, directed towards the large hole, turned back to the collapsed remains of the Emperor. Then he cast his gaze further upwards, to the deepest parts of the throne room, to the throne. Even as the entire castle yet shook from the impacts, the throne went without moving, firm in its position. As the national flag depicting the sword wolf swayed in the wind, before it was a silhouette, resting chin in hand. Augustly sitting on the throne room where His Excellency the Emperor ought to be sat, the figure looked down upon Burstets. What? Properly speaking, Burstets should have raised a stern voice, should have reproached the disrespect of the person sat upon the throne. However, he was incapable of doing so. It was true that he had been rendered speechless due to the shock, but above that, Burstets did not possess the qualifications to reproach them. In this Valachian Empire, the position of Prime Minister ranked second after the Emperor, and the imperial family in terms of authority. It was possible to say that the generals of the first class extolled as the Nine Divine Generals held a similar rank, but more important was the fact that there was almost nobody in the country that Burstets, with the position of Prime Minister, could not reproach. Nevertheless, Burstets had been unable to rebuke the other party. The reason was, to think you would yet live. You are quite tenacious, Burstets. Say, who won the Imperial Selection Ceremony? Oh. Vincent? Or was it Prissa? Cracks formed on her pale and beautiful face. The member of the imperial family of Valakia spoke. What was her name? Lamia? Is that her name? From EX5, right? Is that her? Who were the other siblings? There was, well, it said her. So I can only think it's Lamia, right? I don't think there was anybody else. Yeah, there was Barthroy, but it said her pale face, so. The master whom Burstets Faudelafon had served priorly, the imperial princess who was supposed to have perished. Having suffered defeat in the imperial selection ceremony, Lamia Godwin leisurely crossed her legs atop the throne. Oh, damn. It brought her back, too. Is it just because that she knows good? Okay. See, I thought they were bringing back powerhouses. I mean, I guess she could be strong, but she did get her ass handed to her in EX5. Huh, okay. Well, chat, that was chapter 108. That was pretty damn good. Phase 8 has been pretty damn good. Ugh. I got added in some stuff. Hang on, let me look. He's so base, dude. What the fuck? Oh, that's really good, actually. Yeah, man, Phase 8 kind of fire. Phase 8 kind of fire, chat. Why is Arc 7 so disliked? I don't know. The one on the right was Girog's profile. Bro. Why was that his profile picture? You gotta do the next chapter? Dude, I'm not doing the next chapter. It's... I've been streaming for 2 hours. Reading one chapter is hard enough, okay? Worth? No, it's not. Thanks everyone for coming out, though. I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Smile. Subscribe on YouTube if you're not subscribed. I assume everyone who's here to watch the chapter read was already subscribed, though. And then follow me on Twitter, objectively correct, of course. Join the Discord, objectively correct, of course. Arc 7 is amazing, but having any flaws already puts you below Arcs 4 and 6. Are you implying that Arcs 4 and 6 don't have flaws? Because I would disagree with that. Anyway. Become a YouTube member, too. If you become a YouTube member right now, you can watch a video before it comes out. It'll be out tomorrow, but you get early access. Okay, thanks. Thanks, everyone. Have fun. Smile. My throat is so tired.